Welcome to the Reliability Centered Maintenance Training Seminar. My name is Anthony M. Smith. Most people know me by Mac Smith, and in fact, it's highly likely that many of you watching this seminar film today have met me somewhere along the line in the past 20 to 25 years that I've been active in the field of RCM analysis. I will be your instructor for this seminar and will hopefully fulfill my objective to make sure that you will know exactly what RCM is all about and how you might go about applying it in your particular facility or plant environment by the time this seminar is completed. I would like to, by way of introduction, do two things while we are still here on the opening slide. First of all, I'd like to tell you a little bit about my background. The reason for this being that we are all victims of our own experiences. Mine happened to span a 50-year period, 25 of which was with RCM, and a lot of what I will say today is drawn from those experiences. They may be similar to yours, they may be different. You may agree with me, you may find there's areas where you don't necessarily agree. But my objective is to make sure that what I say today comes from actual experience and not secondhand information. So I will try to use that rather liberally today in discussing this whole RCM process with you. Actually, in my engineering career, after military service, I spent 24 years with the General Electric Company in their aerospace division, in their jet engine group, and finally in their advanced nuclear power divisions. In 1980, I left GE, went into the consulting world, and have essentially been there in one form or another since 1980. So for the last roughly 25 years, I've been consulting primarily on the RCM process. This has led me into many different industries, most of which are probably represented by those who are watching this seminar film today, all the way from the power industry to the petrochemical industry to the heavy industrial industries of various types to government agencies such as NASA and the Air Force. So I hope that this experience will help you today and will give you some insights as to where you might most effectively use the RCM process that we're going to be talking about. The second thing I'd like to do is, you'll notice that we have titled this seminar a comprehensive discussion on successful application of classical RCM. And I'd like to take a moment to just focus on this classical RCM, which you may or may not recognize as something that people talk about on occasions. But we use this particular acronym, if you will, classical RCM, for a very particular reason. A long time ago, we made the decision that the right way to do RCM was to do it the way it was originally done back in the mid-1960s, when it was, if you will, invented by the people in the airline industry. Specifically, I'll talk about this more in detail later, but specifically it was United Airlines together with Boeing that invented what today we call RCM. And we have mimicked and replicated that process pretty much identically the way it was originally done, as the way we perceive is the right way to do RCM. So that's what we mean by classical RCM. You may hear other acronyms or versions of that title used in industry, but we're the only ones that actually do it the way it was done back in the first applications with the 747-100 airplane. So that is what we will be describing and talking about today. I want to raise a question, a very important question. Why are we even here today? Why are you here listening to this seminar? Why are we here presenting this seminar? And the answer is money. There is absolutely no other reason I can think of as to why we would want to focus this much attention on how we should properly do a maintenance program in your plant or facility. And when we talk about maintenance, we're really talking about three items that constitute the resources and the dollars that are spent in the name of maintenance. Two of these are actual cost items, if you will. They come right out of the budget. that you are allocated in order to do your maintenance activities. One of them is preventive maintenance type activities, which we're going to be talking about in depth today. The second is a cost associated with corrective maintenance, when we have to go in and do unexpected actions to keep things running properly. But the third one that we want to talk about is downtime, namely the amount of time that you lose in actually producing the throughput, the product, whatever it is that your plant or facility is responsible for doing. And in this particular area, if we can eliminate the downtime or increase throughput, if you will, we can actually drop money directly to the bottom line as profit. We can put more out than we could have otherwise done. And if we take a look across here at what this dollar picture looks like, let me give you the experience that we've encountered for the last 20 years here. For every dollar that you can effectively use on your preventive maintenance program, you will eliminate approximately $10 in corrective maintenance money that would otherwise be spent. But most importantly, over here, you will reduce the downtime by a factor of anywhere from 100 to 10,000. It's a terrific multiplier. And that decrease in downtime translates directly into increased productivity, increased throughput, and essentially profit to the bottom line. So where I'm coming from here is that I'm suggesting that a properly conducted maintenance program actually should be treated as a profit center within your organization. This is a concept that not too many people talk about, but I think is slowly beginning to gain some momentum. We feel very strongly that it is something that should be considered by top management, and we endorse to the degree that it's possible to start treating maintenance as a profit center, because you have such a dramatic impact on reducing the downtime in your plant or facility. So our focus today is going to be right here, how to figure out how to do the best possible job with the resources available to us to solve problems that occur in this particular area. That's where we're coming from in this seminar.